is Frank Blair with a special report on a great new advance, America's most exciting industries, the home building industry. We will take you scenes to show you how American industry is now using modern assembly line methods to produce better and more economical homes.
I just got back from Orlando where I was attending the 2022 KBIS event. Now for those who don't know, that is the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show. And you have all of the biggest designers meeting up with all the biggest industry execs, showcasing new products, new looks, and all of the hottest items in the industry for kitchen and bath design.
We have some boondoggle keychains, a must-have for this season's fashion.
Already made like affinity of those at Scout Camp.
Now, it's been shut down due to COVID the last 2 years, so let me tell you my 3 big takeaways that I saw while attending the revamped, reestablished, and rejuvenated KBIS 2022.
And we're back!
My first takeaway from being at KBIS 2022, it was good to be back. You see, with COVID, these shows have been canceled for the last 2 years. So to be able to be back with manufacturers, back with designers, talking to the reps for the different companies, it was truly great to be able to talk shop and socialize, network with other people in the industry, no matter if they're coming from North Carolina, Texas, Canada, or even Europe. It was great to be talking with these folks once again.
So, cool beans?
Yeah. Cool beans.
To have all of the different manufacturers in one location truly makes it easy to look and see what's popular, what's new, what are going to be the new design trends for the year, so that instead of seeing that white with gray marble veining over and over and over again, is there something new coming down the horizon?
I bet you folks don't have one of these.
I want that.
My second takeaway from being at KBIS 2022, porcelain and ultra compact is here to stay. The industry is pushing these products. You've got the mainstays, you've got Sapien stone, you've got Neolith, you've got Cosentino pushing Dekton. These big brands are driving the designers to look at ultra compact and at porcelain to see where can they use them in their product lines or in their offerings with clientele. On top of that, we've had other brands that are showcasing at the event. The last time I was at a show was in 2017, and there are so many more colors and vibrant patterns than what were around a few years ago. Now granted, this show did not have nearly as many vendors displaying. However, the fact is, I saw so much money put into these booths by way of how just grand their displays were. Case in point, if you look at Neolith, man, I thought they did an absolutely phenomenal job of thinking outside the box with their product to see how could they use it in some abstract ways. You had Sapien stone that had just display after display showing intricate cuts and fabrication techniques on how you can use it for walls, on floors, table, furniture. Personal favorite of mine is a planter, as well as sinks. Making sinks out of porcelain is such a cool thing to do. One interesting note though about the industry as a whole at this show, I saw many porcelain and ultra compact vendors. I saw obviously a ton of quartz vendors, but I only saw one granite distributor. I don't know if that says much about where the industry is going. Perhaps granite is still the mainstay of the industry, but they are not pushing as heavily with designers as you would see with some of these quartz lines and with these porcelain and ultra compact. What does that mean for the industry?
Get busy living or get busy dying.
I really think for the industry, if you're not doing porcelain, if you're not figuring out how to handle ultra compact materials in your shop effectively and efficiently, you're going to lose out on a big part of where the industry is going over the next 5 years.
Come on, players, stop hating. Stop hating. Start participating. Start participating, star. Come on, twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle.
I saw more displays at this one show with cabinet companies showcasing porcelain than I've ever seen before. Normally you would see granite or quartz. Not this time. It was porcelain all over the place. it was really neat to be walking through and to see colors that I recognize, or even in one situation, a style of fabrication that I've personally done with the different substrate materials. So again, I'm really seeing this, that if you're not working with porcelain, if you're not thinking about how to apply it in your business model, you're going to get left behind, because the designers are going to push it on the customers and the customers are going to push it on you. My third takeaway from KBIS 2022 is that finally the manufacturers have figured out how to do full body veining with porcelain and ultra compact. Now, there are two different versions of full body veining that I saw. The first one with porcelain, yes, you could see some of that gray veining going through the material. However, it wasn't very well defined. It was a little vague, kind of tough to see. But then when I saw the Dekton material from Cosentino and them unveiling the material, I was blown away. You know, just a few weeks ago, a photo came out from their C Next event in Mexico with some of the top fabricators and distributors showing the full body, and everybody was jumping at the photo saying, oh, look at the quality of it, it's terrible. Well, the fabrication of it may not have been top notch, but definitely seeing it in person, the veining on these are tremendous. I have no idea of the technology involved to make that happen, but I am impressed. Having been around this stuff since 2014, I think it is a major, major game changer that really will start to bring it in line with quartz and what some of those veined quartz materials are doing.
Nice.
A phrase I've used several times in the past is that porcelain, it's not marble, it's better. And you really could see that at the show this year, that these different displays were just floor to ceiling, has many applications as they could on using porcelain and displaying porcelain and making it stand out to people as they're walking by. I can't count how many times I was looking at a display knowing what I was looking at, and then just to have homeowners come by or designers come by, stop, ponder, what is it that I'm looking at, and actually reach out and try to touch the display. For me, that is fantastic to see, because that interaction with a designer, with an end user, means that they are potentially going to request that product, and it's going to drive more interest. It's going to drive more sales and more practicality with the product. If you're doing floors and walls right now, fantastic, kudos to you. But you need to learn how to do countertops. Think about this. For a countertop fabricator, they go in, they might sell 3 slabs, 4 slabs for a massive kitchen, and they think it's a fantastic project. But if you go into a bathroom and you sell 1 slab for that vanity top, well, what about the other 10 slabs it would take to do the floors, to do the walls, to do the ceiling? You're missing out on revenue, you're missing out on sales, you're missing out on square footage. And this show really pushed that idea that you can cover just about any hard surface with porcelain. And that's what drew me into the porcelain niche back in 2014. And it's fantastic to finally see that swell, that wave of desire in the marketplace to use porcelain as many ways as possible. So again, I will stress that to you as my final takeaway from KBIS 2022. If you're not all in on porcelain slabs right now, if you haven't figured out how to properly manufacture ultra compact materials in your granite shop, if your teams haven't learned how to properly mix thin sets to bond on walls or on floors, get them ready. Get them professional and proficient in using these different products, because it's only going to make your portfolio that much wider for your clientele. It's only going to make you that much more profitable. Don't be stuck with the industry 15 years ago. Be at the forefront. Be at the top of that heap of your competitors, knowing that you can do porcelain and ultra compact to the best of your abilities and exactly with where the market is going. I want to thank you for watching this review of what I saw at KBIS 2022. I look forward to going to KBIS 2023, hopefully, maybe coverings in April. But there's so many shows that are out there that truly, if you've not been to one, now that COVID is somewhat dying down, you need to make sure that you invest a little bit of your money to go out and see what's on the cutting edge of the porcelain and ultra compact world. So as always, thank you for watching. My name is Nathan, and I do encourage you to subscribe to my channel. And as always, you're not a pro unless you know.